Hi guys, it's Carrie coming to you from the beautiful Snake River Canyon here in Idaho. Today we want to talk about vitamin D, which is also known as the sunshine vitamin. So what is vitamin D? It's a fat-soluble vitamin found only in a few foods. Most of those foods are animal products, as well as fortified cereals and dairy products. Mushrooms and certain other vegetables can actually produce vitamin D when they're exposed to the sun. But based on the fact that most sources of vitamin D in our diets are animal products, vegetarians do indeed have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to vitamin D. Now, I won't get into all of the science behind vitamin D, but there are two basic types. There's vitamin D2 and vitamin D3. Our bodies produce vitamin D3 from the sunshine, and D2 is more present in the plant sources such as mushrooms. Vitamin D can be stored in the liver and fat cells. So what are the health effects of vitamin D? Well, we know it generally as being necessary for strong teeth and bones and from preventing diseases such as rickets and osteoporosis. But it also affects cell proliferation and differentiation, and it can also affect our cancer risk, especially prostate, breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, and colon cancer. In fact, there was one Norwegian study which reported a 3 times increased risk of pancreatic cancer in smokers who had low vitamin D levels. Vitamin D may also have an effect on the prevention and treatment of diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, multiple sclerosis, and others. So how do we get vitamin D? Well, today it's a little bit overcast here, but the sun is shining. On completely overcast days, it can actually block about 50% of the UVB rays, which then are transformed into vitamin D3 in our bodies. If we're in the shade, it's about 60% reduced. Sunscreen also blocks the UVB rays, which are necessary for vitamin D production. Although actually scientists say that most people don't apply sunscreen correctly, so they still get some of those UV rays. And one important point is that windows don't count. We can't sit inside in front of a window on a sunny day and get the UVB rays because glass actually blocks those UVB rays. And another interesting fact is those with darker skin produce less vitamin D, but interestingly, studies have shown that people with darker skin don't necessarily have any adverse effects from that lower D production. And actually, people of color have generally a lower rate of osteoporosis than Caucasians. So besides sunshine, how can we get some vitamin D? Well, there are natural food sources such as mushrooms, like I mentioned earlier. They just need to be set out in the sun for half an hour to an hour, and they produce some vitamin D2. You can also get supplements of vitamin D, and there are some vegan supplements out there. In addition, many products on the market today are fortified with vitamin D. For example, many cereals, and for those who do eat dairy, a lot of dairy products have vitamin D in them. Another important factor, believe it or not, is exercise. It's going to pop up in pretty much every topic that we speak about actually. Vigorous exercise has been shown to be correlated with a higher level of vitamin D. So that's another really important thing. And if you think about it, what's better than a walk or a jog out in the sunshine in nature? So can we get too much of a good thing though? The simple answer is yes, you can. Vitamin D toxicity can cause symptoms such as anorexia, weight loss, polyuria, which is excessive urination, as well as heart arrhythmias. Now, vitamin D is very critical for the absorption of calcium into our bodies, and that's where the strong bones and strong teeth aspect comes in. Excessive vitamin D can also lead to elevated levels of calcium in our blood. This can damage the heart, the blood vessels, and the kidney, as well as leading to kidney stones. Now, I want to emphasize here, though, that vitamin D toxicity only happens when we are supplementing our diets with it. When we produce vitamin D from sunshine, our bodies actually have a self-limiting factor on that vitamin D. And so with all supplements, I really recommend that if you're considering taking vitamin D, speak with your doctor and be sure that your blood levels indicate taking a supplement. Vitamin D supplements can also react with other medications such as steroids. So again, I really want to emphasize, talk to your doctor before you take a supplement. So what's the takeaway that you can go home with today? Know for sure Don't just supplement. Know your body, know your need. Try to get as much as you can from natural sources, from natural dietary sources such as mushrooms, as well as from getting a lot more sunshine. Scientists say that we only need between 5 and 30 minutes of sunshine 2 times a week to get adequate vitamin D production in our bodies. Now, of course, our sun exposure does depend on the season and our location on the globe, but I think any of us can get 5 to 30 minutes twice a week. And as always, do consider good sun safety when you are outdoors. Another point is just eat a well-balanced diet, including good fats. Because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, it's only absorbed in our bodies when we consume enough fat. And if you want an extra boost of vitamin D, try sunning some mushrooms. It's actually a really simple process that I've done myself multiple times. If you have any questions about this or any other nutrition topic, please let me know, and I'd be happy to address it. Thanks for watching.